Well, hey dudes, welcome back to another one of my episodes. So, in this video, I was going to make some kind of weird, nasty robot thing, but I wanted a base. I had a few options to choose from, and I ended up going with this one, but I had a chicken on it. So I used some moldable plastic that I melted with some hot water and put it on this mold I made from a rock. And made rock texture that I could cut with scissors. And I glued some of it down to the base and then glued some bark on there. And there's the base. And I also added some goo stuff and put some sand on it. And here is a robot thing I 3D printed. I got the file free off of Thingiverse, and I was going to cut off these big tower things. And I got out some moldable plastic and shaped some little teeth. Pretty sharp looking teeth. And I added some little parts that I had been collecting, some from model kits and things, to just add some detail. Which I probably didn't need to do, it was pretty detailed already, but I wanted to. So I was going to give him a weird nasty mouth, so I put some epoxy putty milliput stuff on there and shaped it and put the teeth on. But I did end up changing that later. And I made some tentacles for his right arm. I'm pretty sure the file had a option to give him tentacles for his arm, but I just decided to make my own. I added this chain and put an anchor on it because I thought it was cool. The anchor was 3D printed. And I glued him down. I also used some air dry foam clay, which stretches pretty good, and made it look like some goo on him or something. I primed him black with some black primer spray stuff. And I gave him some gray, kind of leaving some of the black visible. I thought it looked okay. He had some starfish on him, so I painted some of those. I did use some foam clay to change the mouth a little bit. And added the teeth. Now, kind of the idea behind this miniature is it's some kind of robot that for some reason was underwater and had some kind of coral grow on him and kind of infect him. And now he's just kind of wandering around as a coral robot monster. And I used some silica gel packets with round things in them and used some glue and some paint and made some weird blister looking things, maybe fish eggs, I don't know. And I used some hot glue strings and glued them on and made kind of like slime and drool. And I think that could be a build completed.